everybody. It's the re-debut of the live discussion show. Your
Hello?
host out of Syracuse. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi. Well, I am your host out of Syracuse, New York, Sarah Fisick.
And I am Bryan Bella from Portland, Oregon.
Hey, everybody, I'm Orlando from Fort Lauderdale.
Great, thanks for joining us. Apologize for some technical difficulties we experienced in getting this to you not sooner. Today we are doing a discussion on the WWE Draft, which is coming up in a couple weeks. It's shaping up as just after they get back on the road. We're going to go through some, who we hope to see in what brands. First off, one thing I'm hoping is they finally make NXT the third brand no longer kind of refer to a developmental brand. Maybe they can take that Evolve brand they bought, use that as a developmental brand. Make a separate show for that, and treat NXT the way it should be treated. What do you guys think?
I'm 100% before that. I've been saying that for years now, or at least a year, that NXT the talent isn't called up. They just switched brands. I mean, NXT for me is the premier WWE show.
Yeah, I kind of agree with everybody. And plus, it seems like they're using 205 Live now because last Friday they just had some NXT, like the new rookies, having matches there, and they're not 205, so.
Yeah, the last round of cuts, they pretty much cut the entire 205 Live roster, so you kind of got to do something with that.
I mean, let it be Evolve. Let it be, they have their own network type of thing. They can make as many shows as they want to make.
Pretty much.
They want to.
Yeah, let NXT. Caleb is working on his WWE Draft on his computer. Good job. Who do you want to see?
Yes.
Yeah, let us know, please.
And thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for joining. Yes.
Overall, I mean, just you guys can create,
Mm-hmm.
I just honestly, for me personally, I want more women to be like on Raw and SmackDown because they need more women. And honestly, if they're gonna be making the tag team titles like important, they need female tag teams. So,
And after losing Bailey now, especially, she's one of the workhorses, the past year and a half. Someone's got big shoes to fill.
which sucks that she's just like doing like a normal routine, like like warming up and stuff, and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it can happen. Like I could see how easily something really simple.
Yeah.
I mean, I sneezed and felt like I was throwing up my back, so I get it.
Yeah, I've actually done that too. It's not something I'm proud of.
Don't get old. Don't get old.
Don't remind me now.
Don't be like Sarah.
You're older than me, by the way.
No, you don't have proof.
All right. So does anybody want to go first on who they want to see switch brands, or you want me to go first?
Honestly, I knew that this show was coming, and I still didn't really think about it. Solely because I'm not really good at the whole predicting or doing fantasy bookings. For me, I agree with Orlando. I think that when he stated that NXT that he would like to see more women on SmackDown and Raw, I actually think that SmackDown has a pretty heavy roster of women wrestlers. I think that Raw kind of needs some more talent because, I mean, if you look at SmackDown, you have a lot of the great women. Not even including Bianca and Bailey, you still have, well, Sarah's going to disagree, but you still have Sasha Banks, Natalya, Tamina, Liv Morgan, who's definitely coming into her own. And I'm sad that Ruby Riott got released, but also I think that it was kind of holding her back at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Liv is definitely going to be a star. Do I necessarily see her belt ready yet? Probably not. Do I think that she fits best on SmackDown? Absolutely. You also have Carmella. You have
Zelina Vega that came back.
Selena Vega. I think just leave those women where they are and give them airtime. I think that's how they.
Let's not forget we just had Tegan Knox, who appears, I guess they're just calling her Knox now. You got her and Shotzi, who made an appearance, and I don't know if they're sticking around, but they're on SmackDown apparently.
And Tony Storm is coming soon, so
Yes.
let's just see how long that takes.
And we also have Mia Yim that's supposedly on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, for me, I think they should move Sasha and Bailey and give all the women that we just said, like all of them, some good airtime with Carmella as like the veteran to help out, because it'll be like a brand new type of like, refresher of the women's division,
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that because also when I think about it, we also have the Raw needs some star power. Like we have Charlotte Flair, Asuka. That's kind of it for like veterans who have been in there for a while. I'm sure I'm missing somebody, but like when you
Naomi.
think of, huh?
Yeah,
Naomi.
Naomi. And Alexa Bliss, she's a veteran now. She's been
Yeah, but
wrestling for what, 8 years now?
yeah, they've messed up her character so bad though that like it's not even entertaining to watch her wrestle. It's just a gimmick for me. I don't know. They just need star power, and they need. I mean, don't get me wrong. The girls that are coming up from there, Rhea, absolutely amazing. Man, I'm gonna stop there.
So one of the moves I'm looking at, we got all these women moving up from NXT, so you need kind of replenish NXT a little bit. So I'm thinking taking Kaylee Ray from NXT UK, draft her to NXT.
Oh, I like that. I think it's time for her because I think she already did what she needed to do, and like she's already in the history books now in NXT UK. So
Yeah, she had the title for a little over 500 days. So I mean, what else are you gonna do there?
yeah, and plus if they're moving Tony Storm to the main roster now, they need a foreign kind of like a foreign adversary in a sense. And Kaylee Ray is a good foe, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I would love to see Kaylee Ray in the States. I don't necessarily think she even needs to go to Raw or SmackDown. I would love to see her, or I'm sorry, I would love to see her on Raw or SmackDown. I'm not even sure that NXT needs to be a spot for her because I think that the women's talent there is so strong and you have so many women there that I don't want it to be overcrowded and a lot of your talent just go to waste.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like because they did bring up Piper Niven straight to Raw. So I mean,
Sure.
she bypassed NXT. So I mean, she could go to Raw or SmackDown. It's
Yeah.
depending on what she wants. That's the thing. You have to also understand. It's just if they want to move to the States so that way they can be on these brands, So, we'll have to see.
Another move I had thought of, we've seen some stars move down to, I don't want to say down to NXT, but move back to NXT. Maybe we move Shelton Benjamin to NXT. He just doesn't seem like he's doing much on Raw other than the 24/7 title. Have him go there with some better leadership for some of the younger guys, get them ready for Raw or SmackDown transfer, or just bring some star power to NXT.
I would say more Randy Orton. Could you imagine Randy Orton in NXT? Like that would be a talk. Everybody would be talking about NXT if Randy Orton decides to go down. And I think it'll be better for him because it's a shorter kind of schedule. He probably doesn't have to work the road, It's just Tuesdays every now and then.
That's a good point.
And plus, like, how I think Finn Balor and Kevin Owens talked about Randy Orton, like how he's a great character. So, I mean, like, imagine him helping out everybody that's down there with their character and stuff. And also because, like, he has great facial expression, uh, you know, very much knows how to cue himself when he needs to do a move and everything. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
I disagree because I don't want to see RKO Bro separate. That's my only reason for it. I think that he would be a very good addition to NXT. I think he still has that indie style type of wrestling to him a little bit versus the others. I think he'd be able to do more. I don't know if that's what he wants, but I don't know. It'd be interesting. I just want to see Kieran Cross off of NXT.
Yeah, he's definitely
I
ready
think
to
a lot of people are.
Raw SmackDown.
Yeah.
Who's what?
He's definitely ready to move to Raw SmackDown, in my opinion.
He just doesn't fit for
Yeah,
me
but
in
it's just like,
NXT.
yeah. But for me, it's just like, I'm trying to see where I could fit him on Raw or SmackDown. That's the thing, because it's just like, I mean, would you consider him as a mid-carder, or would you consider him already as a title holder?
I think you just put him on TV and see where he goes from there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't like to put people in categories of what is what.
I get you. It's just like it's more like you're like sink or swim kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that.
Um,
Let's see. Oh, you know who I would like to move? I would like Baron Corbin to move to Raw.
That's what I had him down as
Because
well as one of my possibilities.
yeah, because he's not
Because
doing
it
anything.
seems like yeah, and plus it looks like he's gonna be a face. I mean, I'm not gonna cheer for him, but it looks like he's gonna be a face, and they probably need more faces on Raw. I mean, like, I don't know.
I got an interesting thought for you here. Have like a swap. Charlotte moved to SmackDown and Carmella moved to Raw.
No, that's not a fair trade.
Doesn't necessarily mean trade, but we've got Charlotte, who's had so many rivals with everybody on Raw. There's nothing fresh for her.
You want her to lose the title? You want Bianca to lose the title already? Come on now.
Who says Charlotte has to win the title? It's just some fresh rivalries.
Because it's Charlotte, that's why.
When's the last time she held the title?
Yeah.
It's at least a year ago.
At least
No, I think that Charlotte just got back. I think that she belongs on Raw because honestly, it's her and Asuka who are the best talent and kind of carrying that division right now. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Rhea Ripley, but without Asuka and Charlotte to feud with, I'm not positive she would have such a successful run.
Yeah, it's just the booking on Raw is just horrible, Yeah. And it's just unfortunate for SmackDown. It's good. It's just that when they don't use girls, that's when they're just sitting in the back, which is unfortunate. So, like Mia Yim, I would love her and Bianca Belair to be a tag team. That would be a new tag team right there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of things what to do with Mia. It's just like it's unfortunate that with the whole Keith Lee situation, I'm thinking that she's sitting back just waiting until her man gets better so that she could get, Or, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's just like what they're deciding what they want to do with her. I don't know.
I mean, if we're looking for more women for Raw, what about moving Dakota Kai to Raw?
No, I think she'd fall wayside. I think that, there are certain talent who is solely based for NXT, and that's not a bad thing. NXT,
especially if we're building them as a third brand. So
yeah, and has Dakota Kai won the NXT belt?
No, she's had title shots, but never won.
Yeah, I mean, like I could see Raquel Gonzalez going up to Raw. I mean, she would fit well there. I just want to just see that one-on-one feud, her and Nia Jax. I'm sorry, it's just I was a little upset that they didn't give them a good amount of time together. I just want to see that feud. Just
I think if they're smart and they do the three brands for Survivor Series this year, like they did a couple years ago, we could get Nia Jax and Raquel Gonzalez in a match again.
Probably. But that's depending on if they put the belt on Nia. Because, like, if Raquel's going to be a champion, then she'll have to be a champ for a while.
Could be, the 5-on-5 women's match or 5-on-5-on-5 Survivor Series style match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't see Candace moving, nor because her husband's not moving up.
Yeah.
So I
Unless they
don't
had
see
a
them.
unless they had a change of heart, which I don't think so.
No. The only one that had a change of heart was Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
I would like to see him on Raw and him face Randy Orton. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I know Tommaso did tweet about it. So he tweeted about wanting to face Randy Orton and Edge.
I think Tommaso Ciampa could actually be main event ready.
Mm-hmm.
I,
I can see
I
that.
mean, would you bring him up by himself, or would you bring him up with Timothy Thatcher and
By
as a tag
himself.
team
By
by
himself.
himself? Yeah, I could see that. You know,
Timothy Thatcher doesn't really do anything for me. Like he's talented, but I mean, as far as like grabbing my attention, I don't know.
He definitely needs somebody alongside with him. I don't think he could be a main eventer alone.
Timothy, you mean?
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's probably gonna be. He's probably in that kind of like that Billy Gunn Cesaro type of role, but like Cesaro's almost becoming a main eventer in a sense. I want Cesaro to stay on SmackDown because I want him to win the Intercontinental title. So him versus Apollo Crews would be good.
What do you guys think about Cesaro's chances of winning the Royal Rumble next year?
I would lose my shit. I hope that wins. I hope that's actually a possibility. I
If
think
they
they're
want
gearing
everybody,
towards him.
yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, could you imagine him winning the Royal Rumble, and then he decides who he wants to face? Like, and then if they're smart, which sometimes WWE kind of does it, they have Cesaro win, and then he faces Roman at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, because like he's like thinking about that loss that he had with him, like last year.
Or
You know?
or Seth Rollins. Rollins.
Hmm. That's interesting.
They'd
I
have to
can.
give the belt to him somehow.
Unless
Well,
Rollins moves to Raw and gets the Raw title.
you mean the WWE title? You mean the
Yeah.
Raw title?
I would actually
Whatever.
like to see in my fantasy booking. I would love for Drew to go to SmackDown and take it from Roman.
Which I would say is almost a lock that he's going to move to SmackDown. Since he can't.
Yeah,
I think especially they're going to keep Bobby champion for a few more months.
but it's all depending on like what their decision. Like, are they gonna bring Brock to have him face him? Like to have Lesnar versus Lashley? You know, I mean, to me, like that is either like a SummerSlam, Survivor Series, or a WrestleMania type of pay per view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay if Lashley loses it on Raw.
With the right storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
As soon as possible.
Yes, but you know who I would like to go to SmackDown? Keith Lee. I think maybe Keith Lee just needs a little refresher and just go to SmackDown. And I think him versus Roman that would be really good because they have good chemistry.
Yeah. What about here's one for you. Take Pete Dunne, move him to Monday Night Raw. What if, everyone's expecting Randy Orton to eventually turn on, Matt Riddle? What if Riddle turns on Randy Orton first and reunites the Bruiserweights?
I can't see him as like a vicious heel though. It's just like he's so goofy. Like Riddle is just very goofy to me. Like his character now is goofy. Like before, it was just like that cool bro kind of thing, but now he's just goofy to me. No offense to his wrestling ability, he's just
Oh, yeah.
goofy.
He's
He's
great.
had, he's been having incredible matches this year. Like he's the best thing right now
Mm-hmm.
with matches.
I actually think Riddle is probably a incomer of the year in my books for WWE, or at least Raw.
So potential front runner for our nomination for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I definitely think that. Wait, didn't we call it not Rookie of the Year? We changed it like Outbreak
Breakout
Star.
star. Breakout star or something like that.
Yeah.
I have to go back and look.
I definitely think that he goes out and just kills it every time. And I agree that his character is goofy, but I also love that about him. And he needs to stay on SmackDown, I think.
You mean on Raw?
Or Raw, sorry. I was thinking that he just came from SmackDown. And...
Yeah, no.
I would also like to see the New Day reunite. There's no reason they can't give Big E his big singles push, and the three of them not be together.
Well, I mean, there's a report saying that that they're thinking of putting the briefcase on Big E because like the feud between Kofi and Lashley is gonna last a while, and then like Big E is gonna cash in on Lashley to win the title. So
I can see that. I would almost bet money on Big E winning Money in the Bank.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like there's no point in putting New Day together again. They've already done everything that they're supposed to do. Like, there's nothing left for them to do anything.
Well, I mean, what they could do is just have them be singles competitors, but they're not together. Like they have segments together, but they're not like wrestling as a tag team together. Which that would be smart for them to do. That would be something you need.
Yeah.
You know, and then like if they want to, maybe next year they'll have where I don't know if they want to do like where I have a feeling Kofi's about to retire soon. Like Kofi's probably is about to be ready to like hang it up. You know.
I believe on their podcast he did say he wasn't going to renew another contract when it came up. That he was just he was ready to just move on to other things.
When's his contract up?
2024, I think.
Probably. Or
I think
you
all
never
of
know.
them
Maybe
ended 24.
yeah, and you never know. Maybe he'll just retire a little bit sooner, and then he'll just be in contract, and then maybe do some like producing stuff or whatever backstage, you know, and then and then until his contract is officially over. I mean, he could do that too. Like for me, my dream match would be that Kofi Kingston versus Big E, and Big E is the one to retire Kofi, give him the match of the year type of thing. An emotional type of goodbye, my friend, and then like New Day hug it out, knowing that this is like the last time they're all together. You know, that's my fantasy booking. You know, just the emotions, everybody's crying like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. Ah.
Interesting. So, speaking of, because I was kind of quickly reading the wrestling news, because honestly, with my schedule, I hardly gonna be able to watch wrestling these days, so I try to keep up on it. So we all know that Jimmy Uso was recently caught with a DUI, and it says that WWE is not planning on taking action against Jimmy Uso due to plans with The Rock.
Interesting.
Well, you know what it is? It just kind of annoys me. It's just like when you have that seniority, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Like, it's like that pecking order kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you kind of abuse that, you know? It's just a little annoying sometimes. It's just like, come on now, be humbled. Be happy that you're in this position that you're in. I don't know.
Also, whoever was giving Naomi shit for that DUI, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No, every fan was giving her shit, which is unfortunate. Like they're blaming her. Like fuck that.
Like,
get the fuck out of here with that. Excuse my language, but no.
Seriously.
Yes. We all love and support Naomi. Please come back. Please come back to Twitter. Please reactivate everything. I miss you, girl. You know what I'm hoping for though? They should bring Naomi to SmackDown and have it a full family. Because come on now, they need to have a female in the family. She is married to the family technically, so why not?
So is Nia. Nia's in the family.
I mean,
I don't know.
It is technically.
Yeah. So I got two other possibilities as far as roster moves. I had this one seems kind of, this is the far-fetched one. Pretty deadly from NXT UK. Move them to Raw or SmackDown.
I'm sorry, who?
No, not yet. I don't think so. No, not yet.
Pretty deadly from NXT UK. No.
No. But
I
I
think
would say maybe what's that team? I would say Gallus. Gallus, I think all three of them,
Hmm.
you know, I would say maybe all three of them, come up to Raw or SmackDown, I could see those three.
Yeah. I also wouldn't mind seeing Lucha House Party go to NXT. I think there they could shine better with better booking.
And plus they'll probably work better in the cruiserweight division too. Like, they'll probably need some cruiserweights.
Agree.
Hmm. And you know what? Put Jordan Devlin. They should move him up to NXT. Like he's a star already. Like he's already won so many matches. He's beaten everybody there. So I'm thinking like he just needs to move to NXT now. NXT Prime.
Mhm.
I know why he wants him to come to the US.
What about the team of Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch? Would you see them move to Raw or SmackDown?
I could see them to do it, but I don't know.
I just feel like they need some fresh opponents as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like NXT UK, I don't know what they're doing. Like, there's a lot of talent there, and I I don't know if they want. I don't know if some of them want to move to the US to be on like a Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. So that's
I mean,
another thing.
if it came with a bigger paycheck, I bet they sure would, except for Walter.
No,
The one thing that I did hear is that UK, because it's airing on London cable, like Raw is here, that they want to make it their own home base, like have it as a Raw type of stable. So they're trying to build that brand into its own locations where they would tour, just like they would here, that kind of thing. So
no,
Right.
yeah, of course. Like the pandemic really affected them with that. So it's just like, but like there's a few that I could see that can go like to Raw, SmackDown, NXT. hmm Like for me, like Ginny, Ginny would fit really well like on Raw or SmackDown.
A
Like
little, little more Well, we know how Bryan feels about Ginny.
well, no, it's more her fashion thing. That's the thing. But come on now, like her character though. I'm talking about her character.
yeah, she's great on the mic. Her skills are completely solid. Like, yeah, bring her up. Just have somebody else dress her.
Well, they do have a better paycheck, so she'll probably get more of a wardrobe, kind of, you know. Oh god. Oh, I would like to see Ilya Dragunov.
I would love to see him anywhere. I don't care where he's at, where he goes. I'm gonna follow that
He's
man.
gotten so muscular. Damn, like you see the veins and the abs and stuff. I'm like, damn, he's been working out.
Did you guys see they're doing Walter versus Dragunov too in a couple of weeks?
Yes.
I hope he wins. I'm hoping he's winning the belt, but I know they're probably still waiting for fans so that way it'll be like a shocking victory where people will lose their shit when he wins the title.
I want him to win.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people are wanting him to win. It's just
Is this a title match or not title match?
no, that they said it's a title match in
Okay.
2 weeks. They said I think it was like in 2 weeks it's supposed to be a title match. Yeah.
Maybe they'll have fans by then. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Do you want Ember Moon to go to Raw or SmackDown?
No.
That's a question. No?
Now she's going to get lost in the shuffle again like last time.
Yeah.
Mm.
She needs the NXT belt first.
Should be the third woman to be 2-time. I think, right?
I think so.
Okay, who was the?
Wait, who's the second?
I know Shayna was the.
Shayna was one. Did Kairi Sane win it once or twice?
She won it once. Wait, there's hold on, I'm trying to think because who was it? I know there was like two women
Was
that
it
won it
Paige?
twice. No, not Paige. No,
Oscar?
No, she
I'm
just held
trying
it
to.
for the longest time.
Yeah, she held it for the longest. Yeah. Hold on.
Did they have the NXT belt when Charlotte was there the first time around?
Yeah, there was. Oh, Charlotte. There you go. She's the second. That's who it was.
Mhm.
I knew it was somebody else. So yeah, because she won it at WrestleMania. I forget.
Yep.
Oh, that was such a sad WrestleMania. Not because she won, just because
Okay.
there's pandemic.
It was the
Okay.
beginning of it.
Yeah.
All right, well, here seems like a good stopping point. I think we've pretty much got all our draft desires and thought process out. Now we just gotta wait till August 30th and see what happens.
I hope it's gonna be good. I hope they do it like how they did the first like official draft in 2016. I love that moment of that
Mhm.
draft where they had like all the NXT like sitting around looking at the TV, seeing whose name is being called and stuff. That was amazing to me.
Do you think that they know beforehand?
I don't think they do. Like at that time, no, they said like they don't tell them. They said in interviews like, oh no, they don't tell us. We find out on the day of the show. That's why a lot of them get pissed when they're just like, wait, I'm separated from my friend. Like, what the hell? Like, or they just like they cry, they get emotional. Like watch the day of draft. It's on YouTube. You'll see a lot of their reactions. Some of them pissed, some of them shocked, some of them emotional. Nobody beats JR's reaction when he got drafted to SmackDown.
Who did? Who?
JR, like back in like 2008, 2009. Oh, you have to Google it. I have to find it for you. Like his reaction was so funny.
I read his book. He was not happy about that move.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
All right, so here would be a good place to stop. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter at BuckleBombENT. Shop bucklebomb.com for some merch. A new shirt will be releasing tomorrow morning. We also have our new Facebook group at Bucklebomb Discussion. Of course, our Facebook page, and you can find me on Twitter, the real Sarah BBE. Brian, where can they find you?
You can find me at Bryan Bella BBE on Twitter and most social medias that I want people to follow.
Yes. You can find me at Twitter at Orly1985_BBE. Go ahead and give me a follow, guys. Thank you for the ones that liked my tweets when I was at AEW this past Wednesday.
Yes. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.